Hello, everybody, and thank you for watching another video. I'm Coach Queen Kelly, and I am here to empower you to live your purpose and conquer the challenges keeping you from it. How about that? So, I did a video yesterday, and in that video, I talked about how many people that come to me and we go into needing to set their goals and helping them to dream and find out their purpose so they can live their purpose, and how oftentimes people are really quick to know what they don't want, but a lot of people don't know what they do want. So I got a message. I'm so excited. I love when you interact with me. I got a message from someone who sent me a DM and direct message, and it says, I really enjoy your videos. When I hear topics like this, I always wish the speaker would give the viewer steps on how to determine what they want. I believe most people know they should know what they want. The problem is they don't know how to figure it out. I acknowledge that at the very end of the video, you touched on it a bit, but can you please go into it more? Yay, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And I love the feedback. I love hearing what you guys are getting out of my videos and what you want to know more. I love it. So that's the goal in this video today. The goal in this video is to go off of what I said yesterday and the fact that so many people don't know what they want. That's a problem. But sometimes people need help on knowing what they do want. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there saying, how is that possible? I know exactly what I want. And you could think of it as in different domains of your life. I told you need to be considerate of your health, your finances, your relationships, your spirituality. It's like the 5 domains of your life. You need to know what you want. And sometimes people need a little bit of help. So for those of you who got it down and know what you want, I'm going to be doing another video for y'all. Because there's a way to even test your dream to make sure it's your dream. Because see, a lot of times people have dreams or visions that spawn from something in their childhood or something they thought they were supposed to want or need, and a life they thought they were supposed to live. So I'm going to do another video and I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help you to test your dream. But for now, let me help those who don't know what their dream is. Let me help those who know what they don't want. So let's work with that. I'm so excited. Let's work with that. Let's work with not knowing what you want. And what I would say to that is use it. Let's use it. Let's use the fact that you don't know what you want to assist in finding out what you do. So let's take those items, those things in those different domains of your life. How would you like your body to look? How would you like to feel in your body? How do you want that relationship to be? Do you want to be married or do you not? Do you want the relationship you're in to be better? And if so, then how? You know you don't want to walk through the house like ships in the wind and y'all ain't speaking. You know you don't want that. So what do you want? And how do you feel in what you want? You know you may not be content on your job or with your boss or even with your career. Okay, so what do you want? What do you want? What does it look like if you were the opposite of what you don't want? So take what you don't want. And what are the opposites of that for you? What would be deemed successful if those areas of your life were no longer an issue? And now it can be exactly the way you want it. So take the things you don't want. You don't like the car you have or you drive it or the lifestyle you're living in because you did create that. You did that. Then how do you want to live? See, we're living life by one of two ways, either by design or default. But whatever it is right now, you did it. You created it. And it's okay. Because it can be changed. That's what we're talking about. So take what you don't want and take the opposite of that. to figure out what you do want. So that's one thing. The other thing, I touched on this briefly yesterday. Let me go in a little bit further today. Know your longings and your discontents. Know the things that you may not know exactly what it looks like, but tap into the feeling of what you want. This works in relationships. Say, for instance, you don't have a clear picture, maybe, of how tall you want him to be or the skin color you want. And, if you didn't think like I was towards the end, it didn't really matter. Those things didn't matter. When you get mature in your desires, and after you've been through enough, it's not like I wanted frumpy dumpy, but I knew that there was just so much more to life than some of those things we be asking for in the beginning, some of those things that are artificial or superficial, because if you've been through as much as I've been through, you understand I was looking for here. I was looking for the heart of a man who would love me. I knew what that felt like in my dream because I had never experienced it. I knew what that felt like in my dream. I wanted to laugh with him. I wanted to play with him. I knew I wanted him to be totally supportive of him. I wanted the opposite of me, but with me. Because I consider myself like extremely loyal, extremely playful, extremely even servient to the degree that let's support you. Let's push you up. Let's lift you high. I wanted that. Because if I'm going to do it, I might as well want it for myself. So I wanted all of those things. And guess what? Baby, I got them. But I didn't get them before I learned this work I'm talking to you right now. Matter of fact, one of the first things that happened for me once I started doing exactly what I'm saying to you was my husband, the love of my life, Dr. Lawrence Trump. His name. You're supposed to think that about Jesus. And I do. The name of Jesus excites me. But the name of Dr. Lawrence, even without the doctor on it, because he's my boo. So thinking about him excites me too. Yeah. I don't know. What? I thought of my baby and he just took me. Woo, queen, come back. Get your mind. Get your mind. Okay. So know what you do want. Be very clear on what sets you on fire, what enlivens you. You need to honor your discontents. Don't dismiss them. And darling, please don't act like they're just not there. Honor them. Honor them by paying attention to them in order to find out what you do want. I hope that makes sense. So you need to ask yourself the question, what would an expansion of my life look like if I really had what I wanted, if I really was creating my vision, and if I really was living a life I love in every domain? How much money would I have in the bank that's just there after the bills are paid, after I'm debt free? It's like, what is that figure? What does that look like? How much am I bringing? See, the goal is to get to the point where in your vision and in your dream and in your visualizing that you are the person that has that. But you cannot get to that until you do this part, until you honor your discontents by knowing what your longing is. Okay? I hope that helps. I'm trying to help y'all. And I'm trying to do it all within around about 10 minutes. Whew, that's difficult. So we can go slow. I'll be here. I'm not going nowhere. I'll be right here. So take the discontents and think about what you do want. Sometimes this is easier than others, but it can be done. I'm going to give you this other tidbit. Ask yourself, in each domain, this needs to be regarding your health and well-being, regarding your career, your vocation, your purpose, regarding your money, your business, your entrepreneurial endeavors, regarding your wealth. When you think of money, when I think of money, I think of wealth. And when wealth means I got a lot of money, enough to take care of myself, enough to give to the worthy endeavors I want to give to, with enough left over, the time freedom left over for me to enjoy it. That's how I think of it. So I have a figure in mind that would do that for me. I have a figure in mind based on what I'm currently doing. And I have a figure in mind based on what I want to do, the future version of me, what would make me happy. And so if making you happy is philanthropic endeavors, then how much do you want to do? How much do you want to give towards those things so you can feel good about you? One of the things in knowing what you want and honoring your discontents is here. It's in you. And you can't compare that with anybody else. You can't compare that with what success looks like for anybody else. But you need to know for you. I'm digressing. So if we're creating a vision, then you got to think just like a builder. Okay, there's going to be, I need to know before I get into the building, let me tell you what not to do. And then I may have to do what to do on another video. What not to do. Are y'all ready? Take a deep breath. Do not try to figure out how. Think of if money wasn't an issue and I can have anything I wanted, what would I want? Let's do that. But don't try to figure out how. Trying to figure out the hows while you're putting together your vision is like trying to blow up a balloon with some tacks on your gloves. It doesn't work. You blow up, you put it out. You blow up, you put it out. There's a child inside of you. Yeah, they there. He, she, they there. They there. That's just ignorant. They're there. They're in there. They're in there. Get in there. Yeah, they're in there. Yeah, they are. They're in there. And you need to tap into that little girl or that little boy, because guess what? That little girl and little boy in us, they know how to dream. You know how a child knows how to put on a doctor's uniform, and you can't tell that child they're not going to be a doctor one day. You can't do it. They're not going to believe you. That's what you have to do. Within my coaching work, I take people through an exercise, because you guys, some of you, this may be easy for. But a lot of people, this is not easy for them. It's not easy for them to tap into the child in them when the adult version of them, the analytical version, the one that needs to know how, keeps peeping out, coming out, and messing up with the dreaming. So a lot of times, and I know when they start peeping out, because as they start talking, I can feel when the child is dreaming, because they sound expansive. You should feel expansive when you're in this stage of what I'm talking about. But if at any time you start thinking about, but I can't do that. They don't have enough money in the bank. And then who would do that? And I'm not this, and I'm not this enough. Anytime those kind of thoughts come, those are dream killers. Killers, stillers, whatever. The dream will be gone. So you got to pay attention to that. And you got to know when you're starting to think like that. And you got to put them to rest. Look, you go over here. I'll get back to you later because I still need you. But right now, I'm in my dreaming phase. And anything is possible. It's limitless. I can do anything. I can do absolutely anything. And go there. Go there with yourself. And ask yourself, what would my life look like if I was living a life I absolutely loved? Say this really quickly because I'm already at my timeout. Before I met my husband, I told you I did this. That's how I knew the one was the one too. I did this. For you, those of you who are single, get a piece of paper. Write down all the stuff that you want. Try to stay away from superficial stuff because that's just immature. You have your longings. But you guys, leave some of it open for God to wow you. Okay? Put it that way. Sometimes we make the box so small, Jesus can't even fit in it. Sometimes. I could just go another 10 minutes on relationships. Sometimes we create something that we're not. He got to be this, and he got to be buff and in shape or whatever. And you not. you what? All right, we're going to do another video about relationships because I love talking about that stuff. I do. So for now, honor your longings and your discontents. Honor them by paying attention to them and then writing the opposite, finding what you do want. Allow the child in you to dream again. Allow the child to know how you want your life to look like. What would it be like? How would you be spending your time? When you get up in the morning, what are you doing in a lifestyle that you absolutely love? Oftentimes I call it sweet spot living. I coined that recently because I kept walking around in my life and I was like, oh Lord, I'm in my sweet spot. And to me, sweet spot living is when all areas are aligned, all the domains. I'm satisfied with every domain. It's not that I don't feel like I need to lose some weight or get healthier or that I have enough money so that I don't need any more. No, it just means I'm totally satisfied. I'm aligned in all the areas of my life because my life right now looks like the vision I was having when I was doing the same work I'm encouraging you to do. So I'm going to go. I'm excited about what y'all going to come up with. Message me, DM me if you have any questions or if you want me to cover any other topic that we're not talking about here. Facebook and YouTube for now. Just message me, let me know. But in the meantime, my purpose is to empower you in your purpose, help you conquer the challenges and the goals to keep you from it. So, you can either be pitiful or powerful. Choose one, because you can't be both. I love you.